Let's take a moment to express safety. Hello, my name is Buddy Alves, DOT Specialist for Express Energy Services. You know, pulling a trailer is not simply backing up to a trailer, hooking it up, and driving off. There are a lot of considerations you should take into account. Let's take a look at some of the proper methods to hooking up a trailer and your pre-trip inspection before you hit the road. Demonstrating these techniques are Express DOT Specialist Adon Cotto and DOT driver James Becker. The key to backing up to a gooseneck trailer is to properly position the ball on the vehicle directly under the gooseneck hitch. Pushing or pulling a large trailer is near impossible, and you should not attempt it. Always ensure that if your vehicle has a tailgate, that you lower it prior to backing up to the trailer. Serious damage to the truck and/or the trailer can result if you fail to do so. Whenever possible, use a spotter. Ensure that the spotter does not stand directly between the vehicle and the trailer. They should stand off to the driver's side where the driver can both see and hear their instructions. Once the vehicle is properly aligned, set the parking brake and turn off the motor. You can then exit the truck and begin attaching the trailer. Lower the trailer onto the hitch ball using the landing gear with the crank handle. Any other method may be dangerous. Raise the landing gear completely to the highest position and secure it in place with the pins. Connect the trailer breakaway device directly to the towing unit. The purpose of this device is to engage the trailer's brakes should the trailer become disconnected from the vehicle. Remember that it won't work if it is connected to chains or some other point on the trailer. Always inspect the individual components to ensure that all parts work correctly. This includes the throat latches on your safety chains. Connect the safety chains directly to the towing vehicle. The best practice is to crisscross the safety chains. Crossed chains are shorter and will help catch the trailer should it become disconnected from the towing unit. This adds an additional point of contact as a safety measure. The purpose of the electrical cable is to supply power and signal to the trailer's lights and braking system. When plugging it in, ensure the cable is seated completely and securely into the socket. Make sure that the cable is routed in such a way so that it can't get pinched or hung up on the trailer or the vehicle. A damaged cable won't properly operate the lights or brakes. This is a serious safety issue. You may not be able to stop your vehicle in time if the trailer brakes are not working. Motorists around you may not be able to see your lights and misjudge your intentions, leading to a collision. Verify that the ball is properly aligned and the hitch is seated correctly. Make certain that the gooseneck hitch locking handle is properly in place and locked into position. Ensure the pin is fully seated and that the spring is working properly to keep the pin seated. There are 3 sizes of hitches on bumper pull trailers: 2 5/16 inches, 2 inches, and 1 7/8 inches. Make certain that you are using the correct size ball for the trailer you are hooking to. The ball diameter is stamped on the top of the ball. Balls should be mounted on a solid core stinger or receiver insert. This is the only type that you should use. Hollow inserts are not allowed on Express Energy Service vehicles. Backing to a bumper pull trailer is similar to backing to a gooseneck trailer. If possible, use a spotter and try to position the ball directly center below the trailer tongue. Pushing or pulling the trailer can be dangerous as it can fall or you can strain yourself doing so. Connect the safety chains to the vehicle. Ensure that they are crossed. Crisscross chains will act as a cradle for the tongue if it is disconnected. This allows you time to stop until you can remedy the problem. Not only is it a good idea, it is also required by law. Just like on a gooseneck trailer, plug in the electrical cable for the lights and the brakes. Make sure that it is seated properly and route the cable so that it won't get pinched or damaged. Also ensure that it won't drag the ground. The ground can scrape the cable and damage it. Next, raise the landing gear completely. Leaving the jack even partially down can damage it if you go over a bump. Prior to beginning your trip, you should complete a visual inspection of your towing unit, your trailer connection, and the securement of the load on your towed vehicle. Begin by inspecting your vehicle. Always ensure that you're wearing the proper PPE, including gloves. Engine components may be hot, and it is a good idea to protect your hands when you reach into the engine compartment. Check all of the fluid levels on your vehicle, including the engine oil, transmission fluid, brake fluid, power steering fluid, windshield washer fluid, and engine coolant. Also check for air and fluid leaks. Visually inspect your hoses and belts to ensure that they are still in working order with no frays, abrasions, or punctures. Check your tires to ensure that they are properly inflated. Remember that pulling a trailer may mean different requirements for your air pressures. Check your tire tread depth to ensure that they are still serviceable. Ensure that your spare tire is inflated, serviceable, and secured to the vehicle. Inspect your trailer to make sure it has the proper reflective material. The requirement is 50% on the sides and 100% on the rear. Verify that your load is secure, that there is no debris that can fly off during transit, and that there is no danger of the load shifting during the trip. Visually inspect the trailer frame for any cracks due to stress or impact, and make sure there are no loose pieces that may be dangling. Inspect the threads on the wheel studs of the trailer. You want to verify that they are not stripped or damaged. Finding out when you are trying to change a tire on the side of the road is a terrible time to discover this problem. The tread depth of your trailer tires should be at least 2/32 of an inch. There should be no tears or holes in your mud flaps. The lenses on all lights should not have any cracks, and they should be secure in their socket. Inspecting the trailer lights is much easier when you have someone to assist you. Have someone inside the vehicle set the parking brake and then check all of your lights. Remember to check the headlights, running lights, turn signal lamps, brake lights, backup lights, and the license plate light. There are a few items that you should carry in the towing vehicle. A first aid kit, 3 portable emergency reflectors. Remember that these reflectors must be displayed within 10 minutes at the front and rear of a parked or disabled vehicle. A spill kit, a Class 5B/C fire extinguisher, as a minimum, must be securely mounted on the power unit and readily accessible to the driver. Ensure that the fire extinguisher is fully charged and that its inspection has not expired. A vehicle accident kit, a copy of the current insurance card, MSDS for any chemicals on board, and a logbook if the weight of the vehicle or the load requires you to do so. Backing a bumper pull trailer is different from backing a gooseneck trailer. You have less of an angle before you will jackknife the trailer. Always keep this in mind. It is always much easier and safer to use a spotter when you're backing. The spotter can see things that the driver cannot. When using a spotter, agree on hand signals and audible signals prior to beginning backing. A misunderstood signal can be costly. The spotter should be positioned on the driver's side of the vehicle or where you are most visible. You should have a clear view of the vehicle's path and any potential obstacles. Never ride on the trailer. Maintain visual contact with the driver at all times. If you need to move to check the opposite side, have the driver stop first, then move to check the blind side. Don't have the driver begin moving again until you are back on the driver's side and you have made visual contact. Try to avoid backing completely when you can help it. You should try to position your vehicle so that your first motion will always be forward. Today we covered hooking up a trailer, pre-trip inspection, items to be carried in the truck, and safe backing techniques. If you have any questions about safe trailering, please visit with your local DOT specialist. I'm Buddy Alves. Thank you for taking this moment to express safety.